Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Lou, and this is Metal Lens Reviews. Welcome to my channel. So, if this happens to be your first time here, you checking it out, you like what you see, thank you. Please do me that favor of like, comment, subscribe, because as I mentioned before, it really helps me grow the channel, spread it to the masses, and of course motivates me to provide you guys more stuff to watch. Alright, so music video reaction, of course, but who? We're going with KINO, that's right. Soviet Russia's favorite band. Just joking. I can't remember when or the time and date that I got onto KINO. I believe it was a suggestion. But yeah, they're very unique. To me, they came off as a new wavy, goth, early punk, rock, all this. You can't really put them in a box, you know. And they sing in Russian. Obviously, they're a Russian band, but that adds a layer. I haven't done this song. I'm not sure how. I think this was a random pick too. It was in my, watch later category. So I was like, all right, let's check it out. But if it's KINO, I'm for it. I love it because they keep going. Fortunately, they lost their vocalist. I don't know. Is this the core main band that's playing? Is that surviving members? Are there new additions? But anyway, they play live to this day, to my knowledge. And they have the vocalist, his music, playing in the background. I guess that's like a way to preserve the legacy. Some bands, hire a new singer. But I always wondered, what's the future like for KINO? If they were to hire someone new to sing, not just the old songs, maybe to bring something new into the mix? I don't know. I guess that's more where you guys come in, the fans of KINO. You see them continuing on the legacy, maybe bring out some new material. I don't know. Have they? I'm an outsider looking in, so part of my ignorance. But I'm for it, and we're going to check out a song called When My Girlfriend Is Sick. Was that it? Yeah, When My Girlfriend Is Sick. If that's a butchered title of this song, I'm sorry. I'm getting these off of Google. Same thing with the subtitles. They could be off and shaky a little bit, but regardless of that, I say we check it out. You guys ready? I'm ready. All right, once again, this is KINO with While My Girlfriend Is Sick, or When My Girlfriend Is Sick.
Все поют, только ты один молчишь.
You know what I gotta say about this song right off the bat? Like I said, I've listened to maybe about 6 songs from them, and each one's kind of unique. It's KINO when you hear a KINO. Like if this were to come on randomly, I would figure it out. Yeah, I like to compare them to artists that I'm familiar with, but when I hear this, to me, this is like a chill kind of like, I'm going to do some work in the house while this is playing in the background kind of song. So, I mentioned before they have a gothy, new wave, rockish kind of vibe going on, all that, but in their own style. And like I said, just being Russian, that kind of adds an extra flavor to it. I don't know, anything sung in Russian to me is attention grabbing. But yeah, it's the kind of vibe I'm getting. This is like a chill kind of song, something you kind of, sit down and reflect while it's playing in the background. That's what I'm getting so far. All right, let's keep going.
Потерял аппетит и не хочешь сходить в кино. Ты идешь в магазин, чтобы купить вино. Солнце светит и растет трава, но тебе она не нужна. Все не так и все не то, когда твоя девушка больна. Когда твоя девушка больна. Когда больна. Ты идешь в магазин, головою паник, как будто иссяк чистый горный родник.
Real quick, gotta add, love the little orchestrative number that's going on right now. Those violins, and was that a cello in there? That's awesome. I think I haven't heard the original iteration of this song. This looks like a live studio cut. But anyway, whoa, you know, love that. That definitely adds some layers to this, and if anything, improves this. And there's the original. Is this like added? Did it always have this? You know, like I said, I listened to this for the first time. Or, you know, if it's something new. If it's something new, that's cool. I like that. You know, I wonder how this is played, like, you know, like live. You know. Something to think about. Let's keep going.
Она где-то лежит, ест мед и пьет аспирин. И вот ты идешь на вечеринку один. Солнце светит и растет трава, но тебе она не нужна. Все не так и все не то, когда твоя девушка больна. На вечеринку один, когда твоя девушка больна. На вечеринку один, когда твоя девушка больна. Когда твоя девушка больна. Когда...
Didn't mean to interrupt there, but something I was thinking about. So you know how like people grew up listening to, I guess, like KINO in their heyday. They're just coming out. People are going nuts. That kind of stuff. To now, and you know, granted, given the numbers don't lie. The amount of views, obviously, them keep touring. They're keeping the machine rolling, per se. So for the original, the OG fans, is it like listening it to back in the day to now? Is it, you know, minimal change? Do you, you know, you miss the singer? I mean, obviously you miss the singer, but you know, do you like them how they keep going as they are today? Is something truly missing? I mean, aside from the, you know, the singer part, and new fans, how'd you guys come across them? You know, was it like, I mean, what I imagine and how it works with me, like, you know, the adult, you know, father or mother, whatever, you know, the older fans kind of share it with like their kids or their family members, and that's how the music gets passed down. You know, I'm assuming that's the same with KINO, and you know, just Russians, you know, everyone foreign that I know of, a little more accepting, you know, whether it Russian, European, Middle Eastern, what have you. You know, they just kind of take in stuff, process it different than, let's say, someone from, you know, like the United States. That's why I like doing this. You know, it leaves me open enough to appreciate different shades of music. That's cool. That's why I keep coming back. But yeah, you know, I always wondered, you know, and how international is KINO? You know, obviously they have a huge fan base where they're from, but I mean, could you go to like parts of Eastern Europe maybe, or, you know, different parts of Europe? You know, that'd be interesting. You know, is KINO being played on the radio today? Maybe it's too many questions. Anyway, let's keep going. awesome. Bravo. That was a good song. Like I said, what I was getting out of it was very chill, relaxing, upbeat. Like I said, I have this playing in the background. I'm cleaning my house, that kind of stuff. Some songs you just kind of relax and reflect on life with. I thought the addition of the little mini orchestrative parts, the cello, the violins, that was great. Like I said, is that in the original take of the song? Was that added for this track? Either way, awesome. Chef's kiss. I liked it. I thought it was cool. Definitely KINO has that KINO sound. Like I said, it's hard putting them in a box because they're just, anamorphic. Um, but yeah, I thought that's cool. And I love the fact that they're still going strong today. Um, Still keeping that legacy alive. And it would be interesting if they were just to, do a one-off, add a vocalist to maybe, work on new material. Are these all the original members too, by the way? I don't know. Like I said, I didn't dig that too deep in them. That's where you guys come in. Anyway, there you have it. KINO with When My Girlfriend Is Sick. Hope I didn't mess up the title. Blame it on Google. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hey, if you made this far in the video, please do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, if you're feeling generous. I'll leave a little link entitled Buy Me a Coffee down below in case you want to reach out, throw me a song suggestion, a movie to review, a song to react to, anything like that. It's the best way to reach out to me. Buy Me a Coffee down below. That's where I keep the link. Other than that, my friends, thanks again for watching. It's been a pleasure. See you all very, very soon. Peace.